So we've got this small job in, customers prepped it. We've got this 1.5mm wall thickness bit of tube. That's not really going to be any good, and he's just brought the single flange down for me. So that goes on there. So this is going to be fairly priority gate, as you can see through there. Obviously I'm not really clued up on his project, but nonetheless, some changes. Obviously we need to, I mean this is all stainless, but we don't want to weld that on there because it's just going to crack really quickly. So we're going to get some much thicker stainless, the scheduled stuff that we normally use for heavy duty stuff. I'm just going to arc up on this and see if it can actually be welded, because some cast irons don't like to be welded. So and I don't really want to get involved in it too much. If it's MIG welding, that's just going to be a really bad job. So I just arced up, and as you can see there, I just basically just did a bead all the way around just to see. No filler, but yeah, it does weld, but I need to preheat this whole thing. All right, we've now got the wastegate. It's a pulsar unit. Got the valve seat and the what's his name. So basically now we can stop this from distorting when we weld it on, because we'll have all this as a heat sink. Happy days. So here's the other bit of pipe. So decent thickness. That's going to go on there. We'll prep these surfaces a little bit, and the same on the other side. We'll prep that to go into that there, clean it up. And you can see there the little prep that I put in it. It should just let me get a root pass in there, and then I can fill in over the top. Right, got a few little tacks on there. That should keep it roughly in place. Obviously there's a few gaps to fill, but that's not a problem because we'll be doing a root pass anyway. So just put some silver foil in there. The customer brought down this other bit of tube as well, which was from his single piece. I'm gonna just tack that on there, 2 tacks, and then I can put argon in from the top. Got my little tube tacked on with my little bung in there, feeding argon from the top. Hopefully that will keep all the inside of this nice. If it fails, that'll be annoying. I'll have to grind it all off, and then I'll weld the inside anyway, but we'll get this root pass done, and then we'll see about putting a pass over the top of that. That's my gas setup, by the way. So I've got one line that runs into the machine, one line that runs into one of these caps. Just show you the tungsten as well. So unfortunately I dipped it once or twice, very slightly. So I put a new tungsten in. This one had sort of, I don't know, whatever that is, maybe a 60-degree taper. The next one I do, I'm gonna sharpen it to a much finer point, if you like. So it'll be a much longer taper. So I'll just show you that. Right, so whether this makes actually that much difference or not, I don't know, but this is how I normally sharpen them. Appreciate this might have a little bit of blunt end, but that's the standard. And I've just widened this one up, and if I put them right next to each other, you can see. And the reason I do that, it feels like when they're like this, they fan out more, so you get a much wider weld, where with this style, you get a much more focused weld. So that's the way I've been doing it. So we'll get a bit more preheat into this this unit, and then I'll do the final pass around the outside. Around the outside, around the outside. Just another thing, I don't know if it really makes too much difference, but this is 309L stainless instead of the standard 316. Apparently this is slightly better for dissimilar metals and crack resistance. Who knows? Turn my organ flow off. So is it the best weld in the world? Weld in the world? Say that 5 times. No, but it's pretty good. And I suspect that it's definitely going to crack at some point. She's all right. Next bit. Yeah, didn't come out too bad. Next bit ready to go on. Right, so I've just taped up this so it doesn't damage the hard anodizing. Well, probably not hard anodizing on this one, but cleaned up the rods with the Scotch-Brite or whatever you want to call that. So it all looks good to go, so we'll just pop that on there. Right, so not the best way to do it, but these don't fit. Well, it fits in the hole, but I've got all these little holes around the outside. I could put bolts in each one. I think this is going to be fine. There's not going to be enough heat leaking out of this because I'm welding up here. I popped a few little holes in it, and I've got the main one with the flow in. I'm going to run 2 litres a minute, something like that. 2 litres a minute? Yeah, 2 litres a minute. Final little spin around. A little bit wavy, but like I said, she'll do, and hopefully it won't crack straight away.